Why is it that a woman gets more praise for dominating, supposed in STEM fields, but a man's accomplishments go unnoticed?
Because literally the whole of history has had men dominating. What do you want? You've been praised your whole life.
Okay.
You were born praised. Your father, if you were born, it's a boy child. The father is happy. Someone is going to carry their legacy.
Okay.
In your genetics, there's praise. It's not like women have recently come up and have attained higher positions. Okay. So hence we praised.
Okay, we can speak about that. A lot of people say now women are rising up, but how come there is still a majority of men dominating? They've been saying this, I think, since the 70s.
Because the problem is now, when you take people who are not in certain positions and put them in those places, it does not necessarily mean that they're going to get developed if the structures underlining those certain spaces are still male preferent. Okay. For example, we can talk about maternity leave or whatever. For example, a woman is less likely to be hired, if you have let's say you have two pregnancies, there's going to be hesitancy with promoting you. So as much as the woman can do the same amount of work, is excelling at her job.
You think so?
There's no consideration of the fact that she's still a woman. So having a child, especially for a married woman, is part of that process. Okay. So the structures in places haven't changed. The reason why there will be a hesitancy of promoting her is because the structure of the work will not accommodate her being absent. But if we truly want to develop women to take proper space in places, then the structures in place should be accommodative of that. So the structures in place are not accommodating. They're just putting women in places, but the structures haven't changed. So nothing is going to change.
Okay. But the structures you are speaking of, can you give examples? You gave one, right, about the maternity leave, there'll be hesitancy.
Yes.
What else is stopping a woman from dominating a field? Suppose that she's not pregnant.
It's, for example, most of the time, your superior is a man. Okay. And this might be a bit of a bold statement to make.
Just say it. But
inherently speaking, a man will probably deem another man more capable than a woman.
Okay. You don't think there's some degree of truth to that?
There's a high degree of truth.
So men are more...
Oh, wait, what?
Don't you think it's true to some extent?
It depends on the context. For example, if we are working in a construction site, yes, and you're required to pick up loads, okay, then you are definitely you are more capable than me and the average woman. Okay. But if you're working in an office
or in an environment whereby you have to be social,
true,
women, right?
That as well.
Okay, so I think we can come to the conclusion, and you tell me if I'm right. I've heard this before. Men are good with things, women are good with people. Do you find that to be true?
I think generally I could say yes, but it's very restricted. It's not, I'm not putting it as like the absolute threshold.
Okay.
It's different to everyone.
It's different to everyone.
But generally I'd say yes.
Men are good with things, women are good with people.
What do you mean by things?
Things, men are physically capable with their handwork, craft work and whatnot, and women are better. This is why in daycares you would prefer a lady to take care of the child, you see.
Yes, I'd say that generally, but it's not to say that because you're a man you can't work in a daycare.
Okay. Is there any advice you want to give to my female viewers? Anything you'd like to say to them?
I think not just to female viewers, please find Christ.
Yeah. Okay.